Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, and I'm doing another Iron Studios X-Men unboxing for you today. Now I know this, you guys have heard this a lot these past couple weeks, but no, this is not Mojo again. And I do apologize for my voice being off and on right now. I Those of you who do follow the socials here and aren't new, I've been kind of had an impromptu convention to attend all weekend. I went to Connecticon out in Hartford. Really cool anime convention, and I ended up not just going one day like I was originally planning, but I went all 3 days with a buddy of mine, JC Danos, Zodian Knight. He does the artwork for this channel and page, my logo, stuff like that. He's a good friend of mine, and it was his first time doing a booth. So I was there to help him out and set everything up with him and do all that fun stuff, run around the show, have a good old time. So I did not have the time to finish the Mojo unboxing because it was a pain in the butt. And I have not finished editing it yet. So, while I did promise you another statue, I'm going to give you guys a smaller Iron Studios piece to make up for it as an extra bonus. This is one of the original and first runs of the line. And this is actually going to be Rogue, obviously, if you can tell by now. Now, she was part of the Deluxe Sentinel #1, the big giant one. It was her, Beast, Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jubilee was the exclusive piece in that set, which I still wish they would make a standalone of her. So I managed to track down a still sealed first printing, or whatever you want to call it, of this one. Obviously, she's still brand new, so I was pretty happy about it. Got her for retail price, even better. And now I have Rogue, who is another of my favorite X-Men. So we're going to take a look at her today because I did not honestly have the patience to finish the Mojo video. I'm going to try to splice it together. I filmed the first portion of it, and it's going to be interesting. So there's going to be quite a bit of speed ups in that video. So just be prepared for that. But yeah, so anyways, enough of the updates here. I'm going to show you guys the box as usual. Then we're going to open up this box and take a look at Rogue. So as you all can see, again, this is one of the original Iron Studios X-Men line. So it still uses the old silhouette model, or the old box style that has the kind of Iron Studio logo cut out. The classic X-Men blue and yellow color scheme, stuff like that. We've got the Iron Studios 1/10 BDS Sentinel diorama, all the usual suspects over here. The Marvel Comics logo, all that stuff. The picture of Rogue up here on the top. We've got our X-Men logo. We've got Rogue, obviously. Over here on this side, we have the kind of silhouette, almost, of Rogue. And, of course, the Iron Studios. Over here, we have the old logo and setup over here. Obviously, the new one has the Worlds to Collect. Here on the back, we've got our larger picture of the full-size thing of the Rogue statue and all the details here on the back. So again, this is the kind of old-school style box. And I really like this style. I kind of think I like it better than the new style box. But that's it for this. Let's check her out inside and see how she looks. So as you guys know, these are always taped around the sides. I took the liberty of cutting all the tape and kind of wiggling this loose. Obviously, always open on the top of the box. It says Iron Studios. Make sure you wiggle it so you don't snap anything. And as you can see, she is a pretty small piece. There's going to be not much assembly over here, I don't think. And as she is an older piece, I am going to cross my fingers that everything is okay, because you never know. So here on the base, and again, this is one of the OG kind of, I guess, pieces in the line. So we have a very, very busted up Sentinel hand here. And it looks like we've got a a keyhole right here for her pegs. And yeah, this hand is definitely pretty messed up. There's some broken fingers, some fingers kind of busted together, and a thumb missing. So this can be, again, these Sentinels have gotten pretty rocked. And it is a pretty small base. So again, I mean, it literally fits in the palm of my hand. So this is definitely a smaller scale thing. Now here we've got, I'm seeing some stuff here. I'm hoping that's not, okay. I got nervous. I saw some stuff here. I thought maybe there was some breakage, but it doesn't look like there is. Let's be careful here. We've got some little styrofoam things kind of protecting her pieces. And yeah, the body looks, again, this is an early on piece, and the body looks very impressive. So she has a peg here on the side of her leg that is actually going to key in, probably to give the appearance that she is flying. So let me make sure I key this in right. I don't want to screw this up. Make sure she's done right. No, it's definitely not that way. So I'm going to have to give this a little bit of a wiggle, it looks. So we're going to give this a little bit of a wiggle. Let's see if we get this in properly. So what you're going to do is do not angle her or try to angle her in. You're going to actually just go straight in, and she should. Of course, I just had it, and now it's going to give me a hard time. So okay, so what we're going to do is we are not going to angle her. We are going to actually go straight in, and she should lock right in. So don't try to angle it because it looks like it might have an angle. It's angled because she has a curve, obviously, in her leg. The thigh and everything is curved. So don't be deceived to put this in at an angle because you're not going to get it in. Kind of like how I just did, but I kind of edited a lot of that out, trying to angle it in. So if you go straight in the hole with the key rather than going in at an angle, it's going to just slide right in. And as you can see here, it's sturdy. The body ain't going nowhere. So it's definitely a good keyhole. Now, my thing is going to be the head. Fingers are crossed that this head is going to be okay. It is still fully secured. Her headband is in one piece, which is something I have seen from people that this headband has been snapped off. And be careful of taking the tissue paper out. And her hair is all good. Her face is looking very pissed off. And yeah, everything looks sweet. So she does have a magnet here on her neck. And she should, boom, click right in there. And yeah, Rogue looks pissed. So that was it. This is a very quick assembly. Like I said, if I wasn't thrown off by angling her leg in. But other than that, this is a very quick, easy assembly. And she looks pretty damn good. So I'm going to bring you guys in, as always, and let you take a closer look at her right now. All right, so here we go with our 360 view of her. As you can see, the pose looks really, really good. As Rogue is my favorite X-Men, I was very, very, very nervous about this one. But again, Iron Studios has done it. They have made a great pose. And I think it all looks really good. I think the body, the coat, even the head, and I know people are going to complain about the face, but I kind of love it, and I will tell you why in my final thoughts. But this is definitely a really cool piece. I like how they have her kind of attached to the finger of the Sentinel to give the illusion that she is in mid-flight, kind of decking something or punching at something or getting ready to punch something. So this is really cool. And I would obviously display her like this from the side and not like this from the front, you know, my display. I'm going to bring you guys in, zoom you in. at this Sentinel hand right here. And again, just like with the rest of these Sentinel dioramas, it looks like the Sentinels are getting their asses handed to them because, again, we've got scorch marks, we've got destroyed pieces. Sorry about making it blur there on you. And they're just mangled. And again, the other thing I do like here is we've got the, the dirt on the boots here to show kind of just how real, it is. And I like that little attention to detail. And again, I mean, you can see these hands have seen better days, these Sentinel hands. I mean, these things are beaten to hell. I love it. And as you can see here, it's very seamless the way she attaches. There's no gaps or anything in it, so it looks really, really good. And again, I mean, even this boot over here, you can see there's like dirt and debris on it, and I love that. I think it's such a cool addition that they make. But that's it for the Sentinel hand, obviously. I'm going to go over and start getting into Rogue here because I am loving this, honestly. So they kind of got the colors here going on. And again, the way the light hits it, it goes almost when the light hits it, obviously, just because of the shadow of her arm. That is not a paint or anything like that, error or anything like that. Obviously, you can see it's just a shadowing. So before you guys say that, it is just shadowing from the light. But again, we've got her very tight bodysuit here. Her belt is really, really good. You can see all the little seams, the details. They did make Rogue on the busty side, and I'm okay with that. They definitely gave her the attitude here, and this is what I said. People are gonna have a problem probably, or they've complained because of the face. Honestly, I like the pissed off look to the face. That's just me. And again, her gloves here, everything looks really, really good. The hair, she's got the old school style hair, looks great. But this is even, again, sorry, we got some stuff on some debris on the coat here. This is what I like a lot. I mean, look at the leather. The leather coat looks like it's real freaking leather the way they made all the detail. This is amazing. So I love it. I think it's fantastic. And again, I just knocked all this white stuff from the box down. So I'm going to try to get it off. I'm not going to try anymore though, but the details here in the body are very, very good. Again, and there's another dirty boot like that. But the coat is amazing. Her signature leather jacket looks so good. And yeah, I don't mind all the little kind of debris from the packing foam. Tried to get as much of that out as I could, but I did miss some. But she's got the X logo kind of emblazoned here on the shoulder. It looks great. And again, her headband is right there. It did not break. And her face, I think, is great because she just looks like she's ready to go. She's pissed off, and she is just taking names. So here we go. This is the front of her, and she looks really good. I am very, very happy with this, the way it turned out. And I know people gripe about the face, but very, very happy with the way this thing looks. So I'm going to come out and give you guys my final thoughts. Pretty sure you already know what they're going to be, though. All right, so that is it for another, I'm going to say it already, amazing X-Men 1/10 piece by Iron Studios. This, again, is an older one. And the fact that no portion of her face is covered up was a little bit nervous. Because, the other older one I opened was Wolverine, who had obviously his cowl on. So it's a little bit easier not doing the humanoid face. But I've also just done Psylocke recently, who was a little bit of an older piece. Not quite as old as Rogue. And her face came out fantastic. So the thing most people gripe with about this is the face. Just because of the way she's kind of got her mouth going and her teeth are gritting. But you got to put it in perspective of what is currently happening in this pose, everything else. She is literally in the actual large Sentinel diorama. This fist is actually going into the Sentinel's face, and she is blasting her hand into that thing's face. So you got to think This woman is literally putting her fist through the face of a giant robot. So there's some force behind that punch, and there's some obvious anger behind that punch. So the face fits what's going on. And again, she's also, in this piece, sitting on a severed hand of a sentinel. So obviously, she is in the middle of a giant battle with some big ass stuff. The face fits that kind of scene. So I like it. I think, sure, it was definitely a risk, but I think it is a risk that completely pays off because I think it works perfectly well for the character, the actions that's currently going on, and the action that the actual piece is making. It looks like either A, she's punching or she's ready to punch something else. Either way, Rogue does not look like she's happy to be here right now. And I love it. I think it is a great decision. And I think it was a really, again, bold move for them to do this. And again, I think personally it paid off. So, in my opinion, I'm going to say, as a huge fan of Rogue and as a giant fan of this line, she is another must have. If you are a Rogue fan, again, she is a smaller scale. So, she's not going to take up a lot of space. Even if you want to get her as a standalone piece, she looks fantastic. So, again, I do highly recommend this one. I'm going to give her that sweet spot score that I've been giving a lot of these. I'm going to give her the 8. She's not quite a 9. Can't give her the same kind of scores I've been giving stuff like Omega Red and stuff like that. She's still not there yet. Apocalypse, Omega Red, Sauron, those are kind of the upper echelon right now. She's not up there. She's pretty close. And again, I judge these based off of their price points, the scales compared to other things in this same style and price point. So again, I don't grade this against a sideshow, 1/4 scale or anything like that. This is its own thing, its own scale, its own price point. That's what I kind of base this all on. So don't go assuming that I think this is just as good or better than a sideshow piece, which, affordability wise, space saving wise, absolutely it's better. But it all depends on what you're looking for. I do think Iron Studios did a phenomenal job with her. And I do know she is one of their earlier pieces in this line. So for her to still hold up as well as she is right now is pretty impressive. It just shows the quality and detail they like to put into this line. And I love it. The fact that this older piece can actually still hold up with some of the newer stuff is just great. And I, again, can appreciate the quality and attention to details they're putting with some characters that I love so much. So, yes, I am going to say, if you can find her, I highly recommend getting her. Especially if you can get her for a decent price. I know the aftermarket on these things is insane. But if you luck out, there are some people you can get these from at a decent price. So until Iron Studios decides to put another X-Men line out, which I know they are doing Age of Apocalypse, there is going to be a Rogue in that line as well. It's going to be the Age of Apocalypse Rogue. So if you did miss this one, maybe look into getting that one. There's also, again, there's going to be the Infinity Gauntlet series that's going to be coming out. Not sure if they're going to be doing a Rogue for that one. I don't think so. They haven't shown anything like that yet. But I'm pretty sure either way, we will see another Rogue down the line. So either way, you can't go wrong. I love the piece. I think she came out fantastic. I have no qualms with the way they did the face. I, again, think it was a very brave move, and I think it works. So I love it. Hopefully, seeing this video made you guys love it too. Those people who were on the fence because they didn't like the way the face was kind of shown in pictures. Hopefully, this kind of gave you a little bit more help in deciding if you do like it or not. Personally, like I said, I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I cannot wait to put her into my big giant X-Men battle display. So, I know it wasn't Mojo. again. I know I gave you guys Psylocke last week instead of Mojo. Excuse me. And this week you are getting Rogue. So instead of giving you the morbidly obese, half robot, scorpion, death loving psychopath, you got another extremely attractive, super strong female character. So hopefully this makes up for it. But again, you will be getting Mojo this week. I have already begun that hellish nightmare of a video, and I will finish it this week because obviously I was away tied up all weekend with convention fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it kind of satiated that need to see Mojo. And if you need to see Mojo again, he'll be coming this week. But if you guys like this video, if you guys want to support the channel, give this video a like, follow, click that subscribe button, share the video, spread the nerdiness, follow on all of these socials that you can think of. I'm pretty much there. So, and if I'm not there, let me know and I will try to start one of those channels next. But yeah, until next time, I think, I don't know what I've got lined up for this week. I think I've got a Rimuru to unbox for you guys. A Kuji figure of Rimuru from Reincarnated Slime. Obviously, Mojo. And I am going to be doing another random pop-up parade. Don't know who yet. Haven't picked it. And possibly something else. It's going to be a surprise for you all. So stay tuned on the channel. Stay tuned on the page for updates. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.